Hello, my name is Stephanie West, and I am an estate planning attorney in Northern California. And this video is primarily geared towards my current clients, but this information could be helpful to many people, and I hope you get something out of it. So we have recently been told to shelter in place. Many of us are at home unless we are emergency personnel. And I've given a lot of thought to my estate planning clients and how I could be useful and provide some suggestions that are easy, effective, and free or very low cost. And the suggestion in this video is to make sure that your healthcare directive is in the hands of your hospital system or doctor and is in the hands of the individuals who are going to be charged with making decisions, medical decisions on your behalf if you couldn't do so yourself. So if you are a current client of mine, I did your estate planning, I am nearly 100% sure that I did your medical directive with you. And I am also nearly 100% sure that if I did your medical directive with you, I have a scanned copy. So the missing piece, so great, you have a directive, but the missing piece is to ensure that, like I said, the hospital system or doctor has a copy on file. Why is that important? Well, typically the healthcare directives, at least the ones that I commonly do, have a space to put the name of the person who's making your medical decisions for you and how to find them. So an address, a phone number, sometimes irrelevant, an email address. And the reason why this is important is because if the doctors have a medical directive with someone's name but no phone number or an old phone number, how are they going to reach them in order to get them to come down to the hospital to see you, to speak with them, to make medical decisions? So I want you to pull out your binder, to look at your medical directive. Is the phone number for your medical agent or agents, if you have a few named, up to date and correct? Then I want you to take the extra step of either asking me or you yourself, faxing, mailing, or emailing a copy of that medical directive to your doctor or medical system. Now here in Northern California, that is primarily, in my experience with my clients, John Muir or Kaiser. Now, if you are a client of mine in the last year and a half, I probably, as a free courtesy, have sent your medical directive on to be integrated into your medical record, free. But if you are a client who I had worked with before that, we should make sure that that healthcare directive is on file. Email me, call me if you want help in that regard. The other two things I would do are, number one, I can either email you a copy of your directive and you can print it out and put it in your car. Or you can make a photocopy of the original that you have at home and put it in your car. So if you have to make an emergency trip to the doctor, you have a physical copy available in the likely vehicle that might be used. And the next and last suggestion would be to electronically send a copy of your medical directive, if possible, to your agent. Now, if your agent is your spouse, make sure you email it to them so they have access to it, say on their phone. But also maybe think one level deeper than your spouse if you have a spouse. So oftentimes people name a friend, a nephew, a sister, a neighbor to make their medical decisions. Go ahead, if you feel comfortable, and forward a copy, an electronic copy to them so they have it on their phone. So if something happens and they have to go to the hospital, make medical decisions, there is no driving to your house and trying to find your binder or trying to call me in the dead of night. They will have it on their phone. And with medical directives, those electronic copies are just as good as originals, and they can show the electronic copy. They can email it to a nurse's station, and that would eliminate an additional hurdle or a headache or an obstacle to making decisions for you, which is all you had wanted for somebody to do in the first place. One thing about estate planning is it's very practical, it's very personal, and if you need anything from me in this regard, I am more than happy to help you out. Please be in touch. Thank you so much for watching.